Kemp. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Nowitzki.
And Kemp seems to relish contact on the way up. He just embraces all types of challenges.
Now, here's ball. Morant outside. Indianapolis moving it around. Outside for Roy. Get the shot. Money from the wing.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Here's Nowitzki. And the rejection by Morant. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Nowitzki.
Number 21.
A minute 50 left in the first quarter. Greg, with how explosive Ja Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
Just 2 to shoot. Oh, he can't hit.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Back to Roy. And it's sent back by Kemp. And out of bounds as Indianapolis gains possession.
Substitution for the away team, Michael Porter Jr.
And so it's Wall. He brings it up for Indianapolis. Driving to the basket. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Well, the quickness on the drive, it is what has defined John Wall's game. That is nicely done.
And Indianapolis calls their first time out of the game.
Substitution on the court.
Indianapolis trails by 4. Pass to Reeves. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
Now, here is Chamberlain. Misses from close range.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
To the paint. Here's Nowitzki. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on John Wall.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
At the line for 2.
He hits both from the stripe.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent...
Oh, he nailed it!
And it counts. That's a miracle. Are you kidding me?
Listen, under duress of the end of the period, you just throw it up and hope.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for Indianapolis.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
They've also done a really good job taking advantage of miscues. Their defense has been stifling in this one.
Pass to Chamberlain. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. Indianapolis trails by 3. Outside Porter. Outside, Wall. That three off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Kemp deciding where to go with it. And is out of bounds. Indianapolis able to retain possession here. Time called here. Indianapolis decides to talk it over.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
And we play through the first minute here in the second. Indianapolis trails by 3. GA, when you look at the development of Franz Wagner, what now is the next step for him?
Kevin, for me, it's the three-point shooting, specifically becoming more efficient out there. And I also think he's going to have to become a better passer, ball mover. I got total confidence he'll get there because the rest of his game is complete. That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
Outside, Porter. Indianapolis moving it around. Five to shoot. Out to Duncan. Indianapolis needs to get off a shot here. And it's Malone missing. And it's Wall with the ball for Indianapolis. And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Reeves. Wants to get it to Duncan and does.
Really poor pass there, guys. And the D did a great job capitalizing off the mistake.
1:44 left to play here in the half. 4 on the shot clock. Pass to Reeves. Tries it from 19. Here's Malone. And it's Malone finishing it off.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, GA, he knows what his job is. Control the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
And Morant gets it to go.
Michael Porter Jr.
And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for Indianapolis.
Their defense has been so aggressive right out of the gate, wasting no time shutting shooters down here with authority.
The other thing they've done a great job of so far is getting offense off of their defense, forcing turnovers, then quickly converting.
And Reeves drops them both.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Outside for Roy. There's 47 seconds left here in the second. And then Roy with the jam.
Man, Roy can fly.
Indianapolis trails by 3. Wall up top. Wagner outside. Roy with the block. They retain possession. Here's Wall. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him.
Well, be opportunistic, right? Ball comes off the window. Go get it and create an opportunity. John Wall does just that.
Left side, Wall. Here's Roy. And it's Indianapolis with the rebound. To the middle. Here's Kemp. And slam dunk by Kemp. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, it reminds me of that Cameo song, Back and Forth.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. It's Indianapolis leading by just one. We'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Indianapolis with the ball. They trail by one. Duncan left side. Out to Morant. Ball from long range. It's hauled in by Nowitzki.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Outside, Martin. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Now, here's Ball. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Ball's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for Indianapolis. Here's Ball. High, arcing shot. Indianapolis with the ball. It's a one-point game. LaMelo Ball came in like a storm into this NBA, Doris, but hasn't been able to stay healthy since.
It's so true, Kevin, and that's unfortunate because the skill is apparent every time he plays. He's a game changer with his size and his playmaking. The NBA is better off because of the flair and the style he brings when he is healthy.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about.
Make some noise.
Indianapolis trails by 4. And it's Ball penetrating. Wall with a block.
An explosive athlete with length. Wall is a threat when he contests shots.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
And he finishes nicely on the layup.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Driving the lane. Barnes outside. Outside, Ball. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Nowitzki. The shot from the low post is good. Nowitzki's got the lead up to 4 now for Indianapolis. Kicks it out to Nowitzki. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Well, Nowitzki, a threat to score as soon as he catches the ball. Impeccable form and impeccable quickness on the shot.
Howard misses. Pass to Nowitzki. Martin's in the post. And finished off by Martin.
And how about the explosive leaping ability by Martin? A big-time dunker who enjoys getting this close to the basket.
Wall attacking. And Wall with the slam.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Boy, as tight as this one is, that's a statement play saying, hey, listen, we're not here to back down from you guys.
Time called here. Indianapolis decides to talk it over.
All right, look who's heading out to the court. Come on in.
Both teams deciding to change it up.
Make some noise, fans.
There's 53 seconds left to play in the third. Reeves outside. Outside for Roy. pass to Malone. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
Yeah, and Malone excels at putting himself in a great position, really on both ends. Just a dynamite rebounder and interior scorer.
And both free throws good for Malone. Indianapolis trails by 4. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Duncan with the block. Outside Roy. Kicks it out to Malone. And Paul with the block. Here's Reeves. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Indianapolis leads by 2. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Here's Ball. It's Nowitzki on the wing. Rebound by Grant Hill.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
Up top, Porter. Outside, Malone. The kick out to Hill. Just 5 on the clock. Indianapolis moving it around. It's 3-pointers off the mark. They have not led for a while, a chance to do so here.
Well, they'd like to retake the lead on this possession.
Ball with the bucket.
LaMelo Ball able off the dribble to get into that jumper so fluidly there.
Pass to Embiid. And out of bounds as Indianapolis gains possession.
Substitution for the away team. Tim Duncan. Brandon Roy.
60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Ball. Here's Nowitzki. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Here's Roy. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
A willingness to get physical. Roy takes the hit and still gets off the shot.
The first one falls. And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk. With an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I was able to catch the message Steve Kerr gave to his team. Now, he begged his guys to get after it on the break. He said, let's keep up the tempo, guys. You know how dangerous we are on the break. Be confident with the ball. Take risks. Move it, guys.
All right, David, thanks. Stolen by Duncan. Here's Malone. And the layup's good off the glass. Malone's got the lead up to 4 now for Indianapolis. Breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Indianapolis.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
Those block shot numbers are big as well, guys, sending a clear message. We are not going to be scored on easily.
And so Wall nails both of them.
Getting it done at the line as he usually does. And that could be huge in a tight game like this one.
Indianapolis with the ball. Trailing by 2. Back to Ball. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. looking for an opening. No one near Reeves as he lets it go. Here's Chamberlain. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
It goes on Moses Malone. And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good. Duncan right side. The kick out to Ball. Over Reeves. And it's Indianapolis with the rebound. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone. Pass the ball. Morant with it. Chamberlain picks him up. Outside Roy. 6 to shoot. Down low. Malone. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. And that's now 10 points for Moses Malone. Reeves outside. .59 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Inside. And stolen by Malone. Time called here. Indianapolis decides to talk it over.
You want to keep these shots, man, but you need the leader.
So both teams making some changes here. There's 48 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Pass to Nowitzki. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You love how hard Nowitzki goes down there in the low block, making his presence felt.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
Yeah, 2-possession game now after knocking both of those down.
All with it, picked up by Nowitzki. Pass to Havlicek. Good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
That's the idea. You work the ball into that area. It's a sweet spot.
They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
And stolen by Hamilton. Wall attacking. Yes!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Had to foul on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Well, those are essential free throws to make a 3-point lead. It's going to take something from long range now to tie this game.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
And it's either got to be a 3-pointer or a score quickly and take the foul.
11 seconds left in the fourth.
Franz Wagner, Austin Reeves.
Nowitzki outside with the fadeaway. Buries the triple. A tremendous 3 to tie it up.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
Time called here. Indianapolis decides to talk it over. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. And we'll be back right after this. And And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. To take the lead. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
How about that continuation? Dirk leaving nothing on the table.
A great job to get the bucket and to get to the line. When the game's on the line, you want your guys attacking like he did there.
Malone outside. And Malone with the stuff.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
And the explosiveness Wall brings to the point guard position is special. This guy is a major threat when healthy.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And he ends up making the second, and that will put them up by 2.
Well, they should be looking at a 3-point lead. Hopefully for them, that miss won't cost them.
Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's on Franz Wagner.
And how about the strength from the big fella? Duncan just out-muscling the defense and finishing through the contact.
Wall's shot is off. Here's Duncan. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's on Franz Wagner.
A tremendous score with the ball in his hands. Duncan just too much for the lead to handle.
Indianapolis making a switch here. He's able to hit the second one, and that gives them the lead.
It should be a 2-point lead, but they'll be satisfied to have edged into the lead.
Nowitzki in the post.
Amazing awareness by Dirk, feeling his team needing a crucial bucket and delivers.
Over to the wing. There's Ball with the 3. Buries it from outside.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
Here's Ball. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
You love the fact that LaMelo Ball is not timid about drawing contact on the interior. Get that foul drawn, LaMelo.
Ball hits them both.
You know, he doesn't let that opportunity slip by. Buries some big shots at the line.
Morant drives in. It's deflected. Stolen by Reeves. Takes the 3. They get it back. Nowitzki. It's good.
That's unreal poise from Nowitzki, keeping cool in a pressure-filled moment for his team. Beautiful.
Back to Ball. Duncan outside. Morant outside. 6 on the shot clock. Indianapolis moving it around. And an intentional foul there stops the clock. Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. Time called here. Indianapolis decides to talk it over. And talking about the approach now, what are they looking at?
And only one choice here. They need a 3. I'm sure he's going to sub in all of his best shooters. Under 2 seconds remaining. It has to be a catch-and-shoot 3 if they hope to tie it. And no secret here, guys. They've got to get a 3 if we're going to get yet another overtime.
And so the big win by Indianapolis in a tight game. And they had some nervous moments down the stretch, but things finally came together for them in overtime.
And probably didn't anticipate that this one would be that close down the wire. But give them credit. They were able to regroup in that overtime, and this win has to feel satisfying.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time